The NFL Combine is in full swing, and the Steelers news and rumors are flowing. My name is Jack Sperry. Welcome into Steelers Talk, Yinzers. Today, I'm going to be revealing the one player in the 2023 NFL Draft class that if I were Omar Khan, the Steelers GM, I would trade up for in the first round. There's just one player. And it's really interesting. I can't wait to break that down with you guys. But first, let's jump into the Jalen Carter situation. He has been the talk of the NFL Combine because, plain simply, he's not there anymore. He left Indianapolis today for Athens, Georgia, because he has been charged with reckless driving and racing two misdemeanors in Georgia, and he is going there to try to clear his name. He put out a statement. His team did just moments ago, and you can read through the whole thing if you want to. I'm just going to summarize it for you guys here. Essentially, he has left the Combine. He has gone to Athens, Georgia, to try to clear his name a little bit. He has not admitted to doing any sort of criminal wrongdoing. He denies these charges, and he believes that when it's all said and done and the facts present themselves, that he is going to be exonerated. He's not going to be charged with anything, and these charges are going to be dropped, and then he's going to be a top draft pick. So that's essentially what he was saying, and it's very, very interesting situation to me because Jalen Carter is one of the top prospects in this year's draft class, and now with this sort of thing where he's being charged with a couple misdemeanor crimes, I mean, if this continues to flow, it's possible that Jalen Carter is going to fall down the draft board here come draft night. I'm going to be talking about the potential implications of his draft stock in just a second. But before you do, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're doing a special promotion here on Steelers Talk where for every 50 subscribers that we get before the end of tomorrow's Steelers live show, we're going to smash one egg on my head. Producer Chugs cannot wait for this promotion. Right now we're at 22 subscribers. So right now we're 28 subscribers away from that 50. So if you want Chugs to smash an egg on my head, go ahead and click the subscribe button right now. So the big question now with Jalen Carter is how are these misdemeanor charges going to affect his draft stock moving forward? He is seen as one of the top prospects in this year's NFL draft class, along with Bryce Young, Will Levis, Will Anderson Jr. He has been seen as one of the top guys that are going to be going in that top 3 to 4 area, and some people have even mocked him to go number 1 to the Chicago Bears. And now with this, could he fall to the Steelers at number 17? Like, if this gets bad enough, like we've seen this before with guys like Laramie Tunsil, where something really bad happens in the news for them and they fall down the draft board. So is it possible that if this escalates, could he be available for the Steelers at number 17? And then another big question is that if he's there, should the Steelers take him? I mean, if he makes it to 17, 16 other teams have passed on this dude. Is he really worth the risk of Omar Khan putting in that ticket with Jalen Carter's name on it? I mean, you look at the potential implications for the Steelers defensive line. I mean, Jalen Carter alongside guys like Cam Hayward, Alex Highsmith, and TJ Watt. I mean, that is one of the scariest defensive lines I could think of. But, I mean, it's definitely an interesting situation, guys. I'm not sure if I would do it. I want to hear from you guys what you guys think right now. Would you draft Jalen Carter if he falls to number 17 for the Steelers? Type hell yes or hell no in the comment section. I cannot wait to hear what you guys have to say on this topic. This is the pinned comment on today's video. So whenever you get an ad break here on the show, go ahead, go into the comment section, find that pinned comment, and answer today's question. Okay, so now shifting more to Steelers news here. Omar Khan talked with the media yesterday a lot. We covered some of his quotes on Mitchell Trubisky, Cam Sutton yesterday. He also talked about draft strategy and what the roles are going to be in the Steelers front office moving forward. He talked about Andy Weidel, the assistant GM, and what his role is going to be. Essentially, what he had to say on the matter is that Andy is in charge of the scouting department and putting the board together, the draft board. So essentially, Khan, Tomlin, and Art Rooney II, the owner, are going to be in charge of making the pick on draft night, but Andy Weidel is going to be in charge of the scouting department and getting all these picks in order. And it's definitely going to be a group effort, it sounds like. It sounds like Art is going to be very involved. It sounds like Tomlin is going to be very involved. Of course, the GM, Khan, is going to be extremely involved, but Andy Weidel's role here is definitely significant here because he is the the one that's going to be putting these prospects in order for the Steelers come draft night. I think it's very, very interesting. We got more Steelers draft rumors coming up for you here, but first let's have a word from our sponsor at Athletic Greens. I drink AG1 by Athletic Greens literally every day, and I love it. Get comprehensive and complete daily nutrition at athleticgreens.com/chatsports. I gave AG1 a try because I wanted more sustained energy throughout my day and wanted a supplement that actually tastes great. I take AG1 in the morning and makes me feel ready to take on my day. AG1 combines all of your key health products in one convenient and tasty beverage. And in my line of work, guys, sometimes you have to put in those long hours. So AG1 helps me feel energized and sharp so I can be at my best no matter how busy my schedule gets. Covering my nutritional basis for the day literally couldn't be any easier, which is why I trust Athletic Greens. I just mix one small scoop of AG1 with 12 ounces of water and drink it first thing each morning. Done. Simple, easy. I also like that it costs less than $3 a day, which if you ask me, that's pretty darn good. It's a really effective daily habit with the highest quality sourced ingredients, which is a win-win for you and your health. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplemental routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/chatsports. That's athleticgreens.com/chatsports. Check it out. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. So the meetings at the Combine are in full swing now. Omar Khan, Mike Tomlin, the entire Steelers front office and coaching staff meeting with these prospects. And just given the names that we've seen pop up here of the guys that they're meeting with, it is extremely clear to me that the Steelers are targeting linebacker, particularly early in this draft, because they're talking with all the big guys. They've talked with Drew Sanders. They've talked with Noah Sewell. They've talked with guys like Dayan Henley. They've talked with guys like Trenton Simpson. They've talked with a lot of these inside linebacker prospects that are going to go pretty darn early. So I think this Omar Khan, Andy Weidel, Mike Tomlin, these guys are going to be targeting inside linebacker prospects, particularly early in the draft. And Noah Sewell today, he was asked about the Steelers and his interview, and he pretty much said that he wouldn't mind joining the Steelers whatsoever. He had to say the Steelers need a backer, and I think I can bring a lot to their team. And personally, I kind of like Sewell as a prospect. He's a big boy. He's only 6'2", but he's over 250 pounds. The dude is a tank, and he can run too. So that's something that I think that Mike Tomlin is going to really, really like, because you got Mark Robinson, who's a bit shorter, who's a bit more of a thumper, right? Noah Sewell could be that other guy, the bigger dude, the tank. I definitely wouldn't mind them taking him maybe in round 3. I think he's still a bit raw, especially in pass coverage. He's not the best in man coverage, and his zone instincts are a bit hit and miss, but he is definitely a great athlete. He is a hard hitter. He is definitely the type of guy that Mike Tomlin likes at the inside linebacker position, and I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever if they took him. So let me know in the comments section right now, which linebacker do you want the Pittsburgh Steelers to draft this season? I cannot wait to see what you guys have to say about this. But for me personally, I want Dayan Henley from Washington State. That is my pick for inside linebacker for the Steelers. I think Dayan Henley is somebody that's starting to rise up draft boards, frankly, right now, but someone that's been generally slept on. He's pretty new to the position. He just moved to inside linebacker last year with Washington State. But, man, the kid can play. He's a former quarterback and wide receiver, so he understands routes. He understands hot routes. He understands the relationship between the quarterback and the receiver. He understands concepts and what offenses are trying to do to the defense, specifically the linebackers. So he's an extremely smart player, and then the dude is a freak athletically. He's got good ball skills as a former wide receiver. I think this guy's going to be a stud in the National Football League. So if he's available there in maybe round 2 or potentially round 3 or maybe even round 4, who knows, I would definitely take him if I were the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, guys, now let's talk a little bit about if the Steelers should trade up in the 2023 NFL Draft. Now, there's definitely a bunch of different options. You could trade down and get more picks. You could stay put, take somebody at 17, or you could potentially trade up. And Omar Khan, in his time as the Steelers GM, has shown that he's willing to be aggressive. He was asked if he sees himself as an aggressive type GM. And he ended up saying yesterday, I would say that from that standpoint, yes, I am aggressive. And he was talking about potentially trading up, and he wasn't saying no. He was saying all options are on the table, and Khan is definitely willing to be aggressive to go get the guy that he wants in the first round of the draft. Now, if I'm Omar Khan, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm willing to trade up. There's only one player in this entire draft class as of right now, as I sit, that I would be comfortable trading up for and trading future draft assets for, and that is Peter Skoronski, Northwestern offensive tackle, left tackle of the future if you make this move. I think Peter Skoronski is the most complete and the best offensive tackle prospect in this year's draft class. I think he's the most ready to play. I think he has the best hand placement, the best foot technique. Everything about his game is so technically refined. He's got enough power to be in a power run scheme, enough athleticism to be in a zone blocking scheme. This guy is just a straight up stud, in my opinion. I think he's going to be a great player. Now, the knock on him is arm length. Like you could say, well, Jack, you don't see a lot of tackles with arms as short as he has, and they'd be right about that. And, some of the longer edge rushers could maybe take advantage of that. But we have seen guys in the league before, like Rashawn Slater with the Chargers, play at an elite level with this kind of arm length. I think Peter Skoronski has the technique to be an elite left tackle in the National Football League. That's who I would trade up for. Now, let me know in the comments section if you would trade up for Peter Skoronski to make sure to get that left tackle of the future. Type TU in all caps if you would trade up, or if you want to stay put and take someone at 17, type SP. And here's your reminder, guys. Tomorrow on Steelers Live, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Do not miss it. If we get up to 50 subscribers, we need 28 subscribers today to get to that 50 number where we're going to smash an egg on my head. Join Chugs and I tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Like I said, you're not going to want to miss tomorrow's episode, guys. Tomorrow's show is going to be fantastic, epic, all those good things. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Peace.